In this video, we will see how we can use Excel to calculate the binomial probability and graph its distribution. There's a function called binomial.dist to calculate the binomial probability with the four arguments. We have x, n, p, and cumulative. X is the number of successes in the trials. N is the number of the trials. P is the probability of success. And for the last argument, cumulative, if you type true, then the function returns the cumulative distribution function. But if you type false, then the function returns the probability mass function of the number of successes. For example, if I have the probability of 0.35 and the number of the trials is 20, I want to find the binomial probabilities for x equal 20 to x equal 0 to x equal 20, and then graph the distribution. Well, first we make one column, we label the title x, and we type 0 all the way to 20, right? 0 all the way to 20. So we can do that here. I put in x, and then I put 0, 1. You just have to enter the first two numbers, and Excel see the pattern of this, and they can generate the next the sequence of the number from 0, 1 all the way to 20. So you can just drag it down until you see this is too much. Up here to 20 is here. So you have 0 all the way to 20. You don't have to type everything. All right, so we use the function I just described. So we have P of x. This is the binomial probability P of x. So I press equal, right? Because this is the function. So we have to type equal just so Excel knows they have to return something for the output. So I use the function binom.dist. This is the binomial distribution. And I'm looking for the distribution, the binomial probability of x when x equals 0, which is the first number. So I press it, right? I press that value, x equals 0, comma. The next one is the n. We have 20 trials here, so we type 20. And then the next argument is p, the probability of success. In this case, 0.35. And then comma. And then lastly, we are looking for the binomial probability at one single location only when x equals 0. We don't want to add any previous value. We only want the probability at one single location, x equals 0. So we have to type false. If you type true, then it will add up all the previous value, which we don't want that. So we type false, and then we close everything, and we hit enter key. So this is the binomial probability of x equals 0. And then I want all of the value for 20. So all I need to change inside this function is the value of C4, right? 20, 0.35, and false, they stay fixed. Only the value of x that we need to change, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to do that, Excel will change that for us. You just have to move the cursor to the lower right until you see the black cross, the little black cross, and we just drag it all the way to 20, and then it will automatically populate everything for you. And these are the probability for each of the value x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to 20. So you just have to get one, the first one, and then you should be able to do the rest very quick. Okay, now how do we graph it? Well, we need to graph the P of X, right? This is the column that we want to graph the distribution. So what I do is I highlight this column from 0 to 20. I highlight it. And then I go to the tab Insert. I go to the chart. I click on the little arrow here. It opens up the Insert Charts window. I click on the column. And then I choose the cluster column graph. And I click OK. And now I see the distribution, right? The distribution of this binomial distribution of the 20 values. Let's do that here quickly. So I have 0 is here all the way 20. So I highlight the whole column. I go to Insert, and then under the charts here, I click on this little arrow here. And then I go to All Charts. I go to Columns, Cluster Column, the first option right here. I click OK. And here is my binomial distribution when x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 20. And I can always rename the title, and I can insert the X and Y legends if needed. Another example, let's say we have P still equal to 0.35 and the number of the trials is 20. But now I'm looking for the P of X is less than or equal to 10. Now, I don't want a single value, but I want everything, right? From 0 up to 10, because anything less than or equal to 10 is the same thing as P of X equals 0 plus P of X equals 1 plus P of X equals 2 all the way to 10. So we are looking for the cumulative probability from 0 to 10. So on Excel, we type binom.dist binomial distribution. The first number is the X value, 10. The second number is the N number of trials, 20. And then P, 0.35, and then comma, true. We use true for the last argument because we want all the previous values from 0 up to 10. We want to add them together because this is the cumulative binomial probability all the way to 10.